Good afternoon, everyone. We are here with a quick re-recording of the DIMO Town Hall from earlier this week, where we covered the DIMO roadmap, developer platform, and a few governance updates. We, of course, have done many town halls in the past, but it has been a few months since we really got into the weeds of what's been happening at DIMO. So we're really excited to kick off the town hall series again, and you can look forward to monthly updates like this from here on out. In addition to that, you'll hear a lot more from the DIMO team across our blogs, across YouTube and other channels, just with general updates and what's going on the platform. So we're excited to kick this all off again. Without further ado, let's talk a little bit about DIMO, what's been going on and where we're headed. Our agenda today covers the developer platform. There's a lot going on the developer front, and we'll take you through some history, where we are today, and what to look forward to. As a reminder, DIMO has a pretty big mission. We are creating an open marketplace that's programmable, that serves people first and advances innovation and privacy. Our goal is to transform a $1 trillion industry around automotive and mobility with this network, with composable hardware and apps and digital services that really bring the connected car experience forward. So what has that looked like to date? We started DIMO almost 3 years ago. And so far, most of the community who has experienced DIMO has experienced it through DIMO Mobile. DIMO Mobile is the first app built on DIMO. It is available to people in the US, Canada, and Europe. We have almost 100,000 cars connected through DIMO Mobile. We've got over 30,000 users. And DIMO Mobile works by allowing users to connect their car, either with the software integration or hardware integrations, to DIMO, to the DIMO infrastructure. From DIMO Mobile, once your car is connected, you can access the small but growing group of partners in our mobile app, which is vehicle sales, marketplaces, financing, insurance, maintenance, a whole bunch of providers that you've probably heard a little bit about: Caribou, Marble, RepairPal, and on. So to date, you've only had one way to access DIMO, which is through DIMO Mobile. And of course, that is what is changing, and we are at a major inflection point in the DIMO network. Not only do we have more devices coming, more connection methods coming with embedded devices, new hardware, potentially dash cams in the future, but one of the key things that the developer platform allows is it allows for businesses in the financing space and vehicle sales space and maintenance, in AI and building games. It allows all kinds of businesses to tap into this common language and this infrastructure and accept privately shared data from users. So as a user, you will be able to create your car in other applications, share your data with new applications, and generally have a more robust and a more interesting, more exciting connected car experience, because all of these platforms are building on DIMO. The additional layer to that is that all of these apps and services on the right are paying the protocol to access that data. As more and more businesses show up to provide maintenance or financing and on, as more and more businesses show up, they are actually going to be paying the protocol for access to the data. And as a driver, you're always in control. You're never just sending your data out to these companies that can abuse it. You're always able to retract that data. You're always opting in with each new entity that you want to share data with. And this, of course, is the core functionality of DIMO platform and DIMO infrastructure that we've been investing in over the last 3 years and is coming to market today. And if we want to zoom in a little bit at some of the specific experiences in the auto space that we're talking about, we can look at the car apps that exist and come from automakers, other digital experiences, and really the wide world of social experiences that people have with their car. Today, all of these types of experiences are not unified. You get a car app if you have a new car. It might allow you to do a few things like unlock your car or turn on your heated seats or maybe even remote start. Nice little features, but they stop there. At the same time, we have seen automakers building all kinds of digital experiences. They're building NFT drops. They're creating track days. Like they're making these digital experiences that are totally separate from their app. And then even beyond the other digital experiences that automakers are creating, we see a hugely rich world of people interacting about their cars on social. People join forums with hundreds of thousands of members, Reddit, Facebook. They even create vehicle identities for their car, as you can see on Instagram. When we talk about creating an amazing connected car experience, it's the unification of this experience that we think unlocks the most opportunity. And that, of course, is what we're building with DIMO. It goes beyond even just these categories of digital experiences and social. There's AI opportunities where you can actually ask an AI about your car and about your car data. There's gamification, like the program we launched with Moken, where you can actually go and map hotspots and explore new states and new areas. And there's even what we call experience-specific applications that can make cars more fun. Performance apps, road tripping apps, car meetups, collector apps. There's a huge world of applications that would love to leverage vehicle data if it was more available and shared privately by users. When we create this world, when we create this unified experience and the DIMO infrastructure helps to support builders, we see two outcomes. Drivers start connecting their apps, and as the utility increases, we see more users connect. With more connected cars, the network value driven increases. So more cars get connected, they actually connect to more and more applications, not just DIMO Mobile. We see an increase of value in the infrastructure itself. Effectively, the DIMO platform is what we mean when we say we are growing DIMO day over day. The developer platform is network growth. A few months ago, we really reinvented the documentation and rebuilt a whole bunch of DIMO APIs. There are a slew of APIs that are still in progress, but we put out the alpha of our first SDK with more languages coming. The DIMO platform is finally launching to the public, and we have a bunch of people starting to build already. In fact, 12 developer licenses have been created. These are actually all public. You can go and look up these stats. 12 developers have already created their licenses. Another part of the platform is that we have hardware providers that have spent almost $1 million DIMO creating hardware for the platform. And soon we'll have these developers actually spending DIMO credits in order to access data. So even though the platform is in its infancy, we have quite a bit of activity already started. Over the last couple of months, some milestones, we shipped almost 8,000 macarons. We released in March the first iteration of the developer platform. And coming up, and this is of course where things get really fun, the developer console, which will make it way easier to build, and we'll talk more about in a second. The developer console will go live in July. By August, we expect to have about 100,000 cars, and by September, we hope to see at least 5 projects have launched integrations, launched apps built on DIMO consuming vehicle data. If we think back to that initial diagram, we're going beyond just DIMO Mobile as the way to connect your car, where there will be multiple projects that allow you to connect your car and start leveraging your data. In early 2025, we expect to see a steady stream of projects launching. These will be insurance and maintenance and AI and fleet products. And our expectation is that when more ways to connect your car come online, we'll see the rate of cars getting connected grow really rapidly. And that's why we believe by the end of 2025, we should see over 1 million cars connected to DIMO. This is our exciting timeline. And in order to talk a little bit more about some of the developer growth and the developer tools that are coming online, I'll ask Yev to hop in here and talk about the developer console.
Hey, everyone. So I've spent almost a decade in automotive IoT, and building mobility products is hard. There's a lot of compatibility. There's a lot of risks. Building in Web3 is not easy either. But one thing we're really excited about is very soon, anyone will be able to come into a very standard developer console that is standard across the industry. and be able to create their own developer license. And we can together we can achieve some of these key pieces like privacy and security and openness in a distributed way. So one thing you'll be able to do with the console is fund your account so that you can make API calls and use the platform, as well as be able to troubleshoot things, and last but not least, see which vehicles you've been granted access to. Once you're onboarded, we have a few APIs. A few of these are already live today. The key ones are the Identity API, which allows you to browse and query all of the vehicles, devices, software connections, and device definitions on the platform, as well as Telemetry API. And our Telemetry API allows you to access individual vehicle data. It could be odometer, it could be VIN, it could also be a variety of other fields that a vehicle produces during regular driving. Besides those two core APIs, we also have our Device Definitions API, which allows any developer to look up what device types are available on the network, which vehicle types are available on the network. If you are a fleet application, for example, you might be interested in our Streams API, which uses Streamer to provide a live data feed with millisecond latency from the vehicle to you. We also have a Trips API if you're building any kind of a last mile delivery network or a user experience that leverages trips. This will come out of the box for you. Some other things to note that are coming up as well is the Charging API. So if you're interested in charging data, helping people take better care of their battery, or even just improve the efficiency of our network grid, the Charging API is coming up soon for that. The next thing that we're really excited about, besides, up until this point, we've talked about how someone can get started building an application. But it is also in the past, as Alex mentioned, all of our vehicle creation has happened through DIMO Mobile. We're now excited to say that within the next few weeks, we're going to be opening up permissionless minting, which will allow anyone with a developer license to mint a car and start using that within their use case. And what we're really excited about is this is going to really allow the experience of owning your own vehicle identity to begin in a variety of applications. It might begin in our app, an OEM app. It might even begin in Warpcaster through a frame. But that, we think, is going to achieve really the digital experience that we think a driver should have in the 21st century. And more info to come on this over the next few weeks.
One of the other aspects of the developer platform that probably haven't heard about in too long since we launched it initially is the DIMO Ignite grants program. The DIMO grants program launched last year with a pool of several $1 million to fund infrastructure and public goods being built for DIMO, fund marketing efforts related to DIMO, but most importantly, to fund builders that are going to bring new applications to DIMO. This program has seen a ton of activity. We've actually seen over 67 applicants since its inception. We took a hiatus from reviewing some of those applications earlier this year, but we are now processing those again, and we've got 28 applications in review or in the interview stage. And while we're speeding up the review process, we have already issued 8 grants for exactly some of those categories we mentioned: public goods, infrastructure, actually the DIMO credit. That mechanism was built as part of a grant. And we look forward to processing more of these applications soon. We've been pretty impressed with what's coming in the door. There's a lot of people who are looking to build amazing new applications for drivers. And some of the key attributes that we're looking for are teams or individuals who truly can execute and build. We really want to invest in teams that are ready to go and tackle any hurdle in order to accomplish the mission. We hope to see a lot of folks committed to the grant project. I know that there's a temptation to apply for grants without really truly seriously being committed. And luckily, we've seen a lot of teams that are are committed to the projects that they're building, and that really gives us a lot of enthusiasm. We do hope to see a track record and a lot of experience from teams, and just, we want to see projects with long-term potential. I mentioned some of this already, but grants can be used for key infrastructure for public goods. They can be used to build the POC or a part of your MVP. But most importantly, we believe grants need to be used to fund discrete and achievable outcomes. We're happy to provide further funding, and there's a lot of great opportunities within the DIMO network to find other sources of funding, whether from investors or more grant funding. But the important part is a milestone is set and accomplished. It's a tough order of business to fund the entire life of the startup. That brings us basically to the end of today's town hall and today's developer update. We have a lot more that we're going to share over the coming weeks, and of course the developer platform with all of the progress that's being made every day by the DIMO engineering team. It's going to get a lot of attention and updates. A few key reminders. We have the final stretch of the Macaron Mapping Challenge here up until the end of June. There's 350,000 DIMO rewards up for grabs for drivers. We have a couple of new marketplace partners in Chase and Private Auto. These are some of the first partners to leverage DIMO data sharing, and we're really excited for the capabilities that they provide. One really exciting thing, we've listened to the community, and we've always heard people want more DIMO swag. And so the Drive DIMO store, drivedimo.com, now carries t-shirts like the one you see on the right, as well as a few other cool pieces of swag. And Alex, that's me, Rob and Yev will be attending ECC in early July in Brussels, as well as a whole bunch of other DIMO folks. So stay tuned for updates on how to meet up with us around ECC. We're really excited about that. And finally, our next town hall will be July 16th, same time, 11 a.m. Eastern, and we really hope to see you there. As always, you can get involved. We have a DIMO mobile beta tester program, which is a great way to get involved and see what's coming next. We are hiring right now for a car hacker role, so if that describes you, you know who you are. And feel free to apply. Always keep a lookout for other DIMO roles. And we do have a Farcaster channel now, so go follow DIMO on Farcaster. Thank you for listening in. Yev, any final updates that you would like to provide?
Make sure you come back and tune in next week for a deeper dive into the technicals of the developer platform, and come ready with questions.
Awesome. Thanks, Yev, and thanks everyone for listening.